I was here shooting a voice lesson video, so I'm going to put some new voice lesson videos on YouTube. And I got a troubling text message from a friend of mine. Now, in this text message, this friend of mine told me that they were getting another text message. They told me that they were getting a nose job. And I personally feel like you have the right to do to your face whatever you want to do. So if you want to mutilate yourself, then go for it. I can't stop you. However, the thing that bothers me about this is I can't help but wonder, well, this person is black for one, and they feel like their nose is too wide and they need to narrow it. Now it's possible that this is just a feature that this person wants to change for their own sense of self-esteem just because they prefer the aesthetic value of a more narrow nose. But I can't help but wonder, if we grew up in a society that celebrated a wider range of features, a bit more than just the European, Anglo-Saxon, Nordic type features, would this person still feel the need to get a nose job? And I started to think about things growing up and just things I hear people say. I think oftentimes I listen to people more than they listen to themselves. And I hear the things people say and the things they don't say. And it's just interesting to me how self-hating and how brainwashed we are. And when I say, I guess everyone, but in particular those who identify as black or African American in this country, it's kind of sad, this person is a very attractive person. I'm not going to say whether they're male or female. I don't want to give any kind of identification stuff out. But this person is an attractive person. And they surely don't need to get a nose job. But the fact that they think they do, it bothers me. It does. I have another friend. We were doing a show about maybe a few months ago, a year ago. I don't know. Maybe 6 months ago. And there was a whole bunch of artists performing. And they had a flyer with all of our pictures on it. And on the flyer, it was printed pretty cheaply, obviously, because the way the flyer came out, it darkened the pictures. And so in this picture, my other friend came out darker than the true complexion. So this friend of mine was extremely upset that the picture was darker and that people were going to think that their skin was darker than it really was. And there was no tantrum thrown or anything, but it really bothered them. And it bothered me that it bothered them, because I'm like, so what? But to them, it's sad that it's such a big deal. I remember when I grew up in New Orleans, pretty steeped in modern Creole culture, so things like light skin and dark skin were big deals. Things like good hair and bad hair. I remember the first time I heard the term good hair. I was in the 6th grade. But the first time I really consciously grasped it, I was in the 6th grade. We were playing baseball and hit the ball, and I ran to second base. And there was, I'm not going to say her name because she's on my Facebook page, but there was a fellow student of mine who was manning second base, and she was taller than me. And she looked down and she yelled out, "Oh my God, y'all, oh my God, Eric got good hair, Eric got good hair." And I didn't really know what it was, but I just know, I could tell from her tone and from the look on her face when I turned to look at her, it was like this awestruck expression. I know the rest of that day, all the girls talked about me and they looked at me, and made eyes at me, as my mom would say, and they, it was a good thing. And I just knew it was good. Okay, I got good hair, and they started this list of the boys in the class that had good hair and the boys in the class that had bad hair, or the boys in the class that had nappy hair, and it caused this big old controversy for the next couple days. And I remember how much it bothered the boys who had nappy hair according to the girls' list. And stuff like that, it sticks with me. And it's just interesting how deeply ingrained this stuff is. I guess my question is, if you could change any feature about you physically, cosmetically, would you? Are you really satisfied with who you are, or do you feel like, if only I could be lighter, if only I could change my nose, if only I could change my hair texture? And I guess not just for people of color, but if you're white, do you feel the same way? If you're whatever race you are, is that how you feel? I'm just curious because I don't know, it bothers me that, and I'm not sure how rampant it is, but I know that in my personal experience, I feel like I witness it a lot, this kind of self-hate and self-defamation. One more thing just hit me. I was just talking about the other day about the doll study. I don't know how familiar you are with American history, but you might have heard of Brown versus the Board of Education. It's the court case that led to the integration of schools here in the U.S., where blacks would go to school with whites, etc. Well, that study was redone just a few years ago, I think 2007 or something, might be 2008. And young black children were sat in a room with two baby dolls in front of them. One with, one white, one black, like a peach and one brown skinned. And they were asked very simple questions about these dolls. Now, these kids were really young, maybe 6, 7, 8. And they would ask them a question like, which doll is the pretty doll? They would raise the white doll. Which doll is the smart doll? The white doll again. Which doll is the bad doll? The black doll. Then there would be, which doll is the ugly doll, things like that. Without fail, all of these negative aspects, they would point or raise the black doll. Which doll looks like you? And this is the part that got to me when I watched, because there's actually a video, there's some of it on YouTube and stuff, the dawning realization of the kids as their subconscious thoughts meet their conscious thoughts, as they realized all of these negative connotations that I put to being black, unconsciously and effortlessly, now I'm being forced to consciously face all of these things. That's me. I'm the black doll. I'm the ugly doll. I'm the stupid doll. I'm the bad doll. And it bothers me that at such a young age, before they can even fully comprehend racism or the historical context of it, they already know, or they already believe that they are inferior. On an unconscious level, they already have accepted this as the truth. And how could that not influence every decision that they make for the rest of their lives, unless they were to be deprogrammed? It bothers me. And I feel like some of the people that I know now who are my age, in their 20s, even up to their 30s, they still are thinking of themselves as the bad, ugly black doll. And you're not. And I don't know if me saying that is enough for you to believe me, if you're watching. But it's not true. You've been told a lie. And I actually feel like I'm getting a little emotional here. But I just can't believe that there are people who still think this way today. I'm lying. I can believe it, but it sucks, I don't know. I guess I posted this video for one, to kind of vent, one, to pose a topic of discussion to you if you're on Facebook or on my YouTube page, just whatever thoughts you might have. Then I don't know. Anyway, I need to get back to work and act like I have a job. But let me know what you think. Peace.